The day that Daniel went onto the mountains. I was in the mountains during the last school holidays, and it was pretty annoying. My sister and my brothers were annoying me off, and I keep getting in trouble. While I was looking at the sign, I was whistling like this. And we were over the mountains. We were nearly out of Adelaide, nearly into Melbourne. We were just by Kingston. The next road took us to Melbourne. Sorry about that. And now we have a special. We had a special holiday at Kingston. We got to see Larry the lobster, and I was pretty raw. But the day went on. But it was 2 days before we left home. We had loads of food supplies and water, which I hate because it was spring water and I couldn't taste it. It keep getting out of my mouth. We were at a campsite near Kingston. It was pretty great, but until we could see the beach, we had to move somewhere a little forward. We got to a little spot near Kingston, but but the beach was a little 50 feet away. The campsite was really great though. We got to camp, we got set up. We didn't set up the tent though, but just before we did, Ryan saw a beach not far from here. My little brother's down a beach. My sister was waiting in the car, waiting for a little something. And you know what it was? Planning to get Mom out of here. I was whistling as usual, like this. Just then, Mum told me there's a beach nearby. And that was really great. It was about nearly 3 p.m. and I was falling behind, and then that's when I saw the beach. Jasmine came back just to help me. We got to see the beach. There were big waves full. Just before we got to the beach, there was a few problems. There were wolf tracks all over the place. These wolves are not like ordinary wolves. They hate salt water anytime, even spring. So when we had water on, they won't track us down because I had a few scratch marks on my leg from an accident. And it was still bleeding, but it stopped bleeding by the time we got out of the beach. Ryan got us lost as usual. But then we found the campsite, but there were too many bushes. So we had to go back, climb up the mountain. It was a bit steep, so it was really hard. And the water went off, so the wolves were tracking us down. Ryan was in big trouble. By the time when we got back home, he was grounded for 5 days. Whoa. And that was not all. During the night, I was so thirsty, so I had a lot of Coke. And when we got back, I was still thirsty. There was no Coke left, because I drank it all. Mom was really angry at me, but I apologized for it. And I paid my lesson. I gave them a 3 Coke from my money bank. And I was still whistling like this. and I was still whistling then. And that was all. That was the end of my story. Thanks for the voice recording, Michael. Signing out.